Vidyā dadāti Vinayam Vinayādhyāti patratāṃ Patratvad dhanamāpnoti dhanāt dharman tatas sukham.
Today, let us sit with one of the most beloved verses in all of Sanskrit literature. A verse that generations of teachers have offered as the answer to the oldest question a student ever asks. Why should I learn at all? Listen to it first. Vidyā dadāti Vinayam Vinayādhyāti patratāṃ Patratvad dhanam apnoti dhanāt dharmam tatah sukham. Knowledge gives humility. From humility comes worthiness. From worthiness one obtains wealth. From wealth comes right action, and from right action at last comes happiness. This verse comes from the Hitopadesha, a book whose name means beneficial instruction, composed by the scholar Narayana Pandita, most likely in Bengal many centuries ago. And the story around it matters. A king named Sudarshana is heartbroken. His sons have inherited everything: wealth, palaces, power, everything except an education. And the king understands that this makes their inheritance worthless, even dangerous. So, a sage named Vishnusharman promises to awaken these princes through stories. This verse is spoken at the very beginning, before any story is told. It is the promise on the door of the school. And notice who it is written for. Not monks, not renunciates, but young men who will hold money and power. It does not tell them wealth is evil. It tells them something far more interesting, that wealth which does not arrive by this ladder will not stay and will not satisfy. Now let us open the words themselves, because in Sanskrit the roots carry the secret. Vidya comes from the root vid, to know, the same ancient root that gives English its words wit and wisdom, and Latin its word for seeing. Vidya is not information stored, it is seeing clearly. Vinaya is usually translated humility, but its literal construction is beautiful. Vi plus the root ne, meaning to lead. Vinaya is that which leads you away from crudeness, away from the swollen ego. It is not weakness, it is trained refinement, discipline that has soaked all the way down. Then comes the most striking word in the verse, patrata, worthiness. It is built from patra, which simply means a vessel, a cup, a bowl. So worthiness in this verse is literally vessel-ness, the capacity to receive and to hold. Think about what a good vessel must be. It must be empty, not already full of itself. It must be unbroken, no cracks of character through which trust drains away. And it must be clean, so that what is poured into it is not spoiled. The verse is saying something quietly radical. Wealth is not seized by the ambitious, it is entrusted to fit vessels. Dhana is wealth. Dharma comes from the root dhri, to uphold. Dharma is whatever holds life and community together. And sukha, happiness, has perhaps the loveliest etymology of all. Su plus kha, literally a good axle hole. A chariot wheel bored true at the center runs smoothly down the road. A wheel bored badly gives you dukkha, grinding, jolting suffering. So happiness in this ancient picture is not a possession. It is what a life feels like when it runs true on its axle. Now see the deeper teaching. The verse is a chain of 5 links, and the hidden claim is that no link can be skipped. Knowledge must first produce humility, and here is the hard test. Knowledge that makes you arrogant is not knowledge at all, it is its counterfeit. The tradition gives us the image of the fruit tree. The tree bows down precisely because it is heavy with fruit. The barren tree is the one that stands stiff and proud. And notice where wealth sits, exactly in the middle. Character comes before it. Duty comes after it. Wealth is a passage, never a destination. And happiness? Happiness is the only word in the chain that leads nowhere further. It cannot be chased. It can only arrive as the final gift of a well-ordered sequence.
Modern psychology has, remarkably, caught up with this verse. Researchers describe the Dunning-Kruger effect. Shallow knowledge inflates confidence, while deep competence produces calibrated modesty. The first link measured in a laboratory. Studies of intellectual humility show that humble learners learn faster and are trusted more, humility producing vessel-ness exactly as promised. Studies of lottery winners show that wealth arriving without the earlier links brings no lasting joy. The chain skipped is the chain broken. And the philosopher John Stuart Mill wrote that only those are happy who fix their minds on something other than their own happiness. The verse said this 1,000 years before him. Socrates said the beginning of it too, when he confessed that his only wisdom was knowing that he did not know. So how do you live this verse starting today? Let me leave you with 2 small practices. First, the practice of the bowing tree. For the next 7 days, every time you learn something new, write down one question it opened that you cannot yet answer. Just 1 line a day. This trains the first and hardest link, letting knowledge deepen your humility instead of your pride. Second, before any decision about money this week, ask a single question. What does this uphold? You do not need to change the decision. Just ask. The question itself will slowly begin to reorder your choices, and you will find yourself walking the last link of the ladder rather than merely admiring it. And ask yourself honestly, in the field where I know the most, have I become easier to correct or harder? That answer will tell you whether you have gathered Vidya or only its shadow. Knowledge, humility, worthiness, wealth, right action, happiness. 5 links, 1 ladder, no shortcuts. May your learning make you bow like the fruit-laden tree, and may your life run smooth and true upon its axle. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Vidya dadāti Vinayam vinayādyāti patratāṃ patratvad dhanamāpnoti dhanāt dharman tatas sukham